My name is Amanda Lyon, and this is my presentation for creative ideas for team building and relationships for launch of project. Most businesses struggle with the dynamics of teams. Projects often get pushed back on the original deadline, and members of the team move on to other areas of the business. With so much success factoring with individuals working together, collaborating on ideas, and implementing them in a timely manner, it is critical that team building and relationships occur at the launch of a project. As new processes are developed for businesses, the need to incorporate teams continues to grow. Successful implementation requires projects to be developed, resources identified, and meetings scheduled. The aspects of hosting meetings are developing team building and fostering of relationships. This is conducted through launch meetings where team members identified are introduced to the mission of the project, the goals set from the management, and time frame for project completion. Teams that have little interaction host a lack of motivation and decrease for success. So what is team building? The definition as philosophy of job design in which employees are viewed as members of interdependent teams instead of individual workers, according to Business Dictionary 2015. Companies are morphing away from the I culture, with promoting individual and gravitating towards the we culture, where everyone is part of the bigger team. Each member is part of the team chosen for the utilization of strengths and skills. As Tim Hawes states, any team that has all those concepts and has them in balance will certainly be harmonious, efficient, and productive while meeting their objectives and adding value to the organization. So what is team building again? They are critical concepts such as interdependence, leadership, goal setting, and communication, and are highlighted and followed. Developmental and can rejuvenate already established teams. Members become relaxed and open communication. The behavior, organization, methodology, decision, flexibility, all of these are incorporated. So how do you start? You begin with a launch meeting. Team building and relationships begin early with launch meetings. First step towards success of the project is to host this launch meeting, and they also allow members to meet face-to-face and set goals and mission of the project. It is also held during a time and place that is accessible for everyone. It is also having a comfortable environment that promotes a safe atmosphere. Also has a clear layout of where members will sit, promoting interaction yet enough space for creativity. It has strong and clear agendas that include the purpose, deliverables, goals, and communication plans. It also defines guidelines, expectations, and roles with each member. And they also provide the supplies, so that when your members are looking for a pen, they don't have to look very far. So when you start your launch meeting, it is important that you have team building exercises. And team building exercises help jumpstart the team experience. Most team members are unaware of their counterparts and are a little uneasy. These exercises help remove barriers. Simple exercises also allow team members to make introductions. Many team members don't know one another. It also provides safety and comfortability. They're also engaging, educational, developmental, and just fun. So some examples of team building exercises. I want to begin with icebreakers. It is important that these are creative and simple, and they create an introduction. One of my favorites is 2 truths and a lie, where each person comes up with 2 truths and 1 lie about themselves. Fellow members guess which one is the lie. A simple icebreaker is where it's effective, and it starts a team building meeting. The interaction between team members is often fun, and members become comfortable as they get to know one another, according to Porter Rockwell 2010. It also helps team members become more engaged. Another team building exercise is to have everyone do the Myers-Briggs personality type. This is developed by Carl Jung. It helps members understand the differences between others in the workplace. It feeds into our desire to learn about ourselves and others, and individuals become unified in communication. As you can see in the graphic below, there's 8 different types. As Myers-Briggs personality type, Latimer 2012 states, part of our growing process is to learn how we individually operate, develop the parts of us that we need to learn more about, and learn about the people around us. And by doing so, we become better team members. Another team building exercise example is a scavenger hunt. They are creative and fun, engaging and active, held on or off site. They can be challenging. It forces communication and teamwork building techniques, but they should also be comfortable. Scavenger hunts can bring team members together to build on creativity and unity. And as you can see by that picture, those girls are definitely working together. So now that you have looked at some of the exercises for team building, we can continue on for the rest of the project. Continuing team building is important. Members of the team need to be informed of each other's progress and plans. The project life cycle can include weekly status meetings, project plan updates, and task and activity planning sessions. These activities can be emphasized with communication channels like virtual meeting rooms, emails, SharePoint forums, and Google Docs. By having these reports and updates available and visible for everyone on the team, it includes outside resources to allow feedback to take place. Launch meetings for a project start the communication process, but it does not end there. Communication between team members is constant and needs to have a reliable structure so that the project tasks are completed successfully and according to the deadline. You need to create follow-up meetings at a few times during the project, which can be at the midpoint, when a goal is achieved, the end of project completions, or just other celebrations. Follow-up meetings continue team building and fostering of relationships. If any questions arise at any point during the project, they can be answered quickly and the information can be accessed easily and presented in a manner that is understood. So how do you begin your team building? Team building and fostering of relationships starts with the launch meeting of a project. Projects require resources and allocation of time to complete the action items. So you need to find individuals, and once they are identified for the project, they should be informed of the guidelines and expectations presented. You also need to help the team grow by having team building exercises. It's also important to continue the communication with follow-up meetings. Follow-up meetings help people coordinate and ensure that everyone is on the same page according to conventional business travel in 2013. These tools help address some issues that arise from creating a team project, which are the lack of motivation and success the team as a whole. Hopefully these can be prevented. And to help you, I have provided some helpful sites that allow you to find some interesting team building exercises, or if you're more into the tools for team building on how to set up the environment, the agendas, there's a site that provide the human resources just to do so. And now that you have went over through my presentation, I hope that team building and fostering relationships continues on in any project that you complete.